Hi everybody, good morning. I'm doing daily challenge Ottergram. This one was straightforward. Is similar to another one, GraphQL. So after you open a register account, you can choose username. You open this one. You do the inspect file as always. Let's set to confirm it. If I refresh, always have persistent and disable cache. So we have the first thing. This one it look fine for me. If you start exploring, for example, you can click any of the user. For example, if I click this one. And these new things happen today. Why I don't see it? Because I'm doing a video. Not in your in the user profile, in your own profile. My own profile, when you created it and you click there, there's a new things about stats, total one post, something like that. This is a new for this room, so you can see for your own profile and know where this picture came from. But if you go to your network tabs, this one interesting one is this one, the GraphQL tab. So this room is about GraphQL. So if I do edit and resend, interesting part in GraphQL is we can see this query. I did this. We can copy this to extend it. It's a JSON. This is usually how you start following the GraphQL. You can see is calling the endpoint analytic. It verify, it asks for it. The way it works, it uses a user ID. You need to give it user ID and ask the question what you want to see, the total posts, total likes, and all that. And it reply to you from analytic table with the user ID that you ask for. For example, if uh, I change, for example, user 1, I can get, this is another things, because maybe another day will give us the flag somewhere here, so we can do IDOR here, but today is not about IDOR. You can check other user likes and things like that, um, but this is not about IDOR. But if you do, what do you call this one? GraphQL, the start is always start first of all with introspection payload, if it's allowed or not. So you can get here and test this. You can save this one, they are standard for any, usually for GraphQL enumeration. And here you can see we get in a response. Interesting. Let's see. So when we do this one, we get this big response, and interesting, it gives us all what we're looking for. It is a user table, and there is the analytic table, so we know there is a user. You can also make it target the name itself. For example, I can target that quickly, and now this one gives me more data. Interesting. So I can target the name, and now I know the table are analytic, and we have a user one. So the user property. So now, because I want to remember the analytic user ID, so I don't know what the user table use. So I need to ask a query to no, not this one. This one is uh, I think I messed it up. Uh, yeah. So for the table user, I need to know what exactly it asks for. So if I come here and look for table user, and look for what table user need, for example response, it, you can see it, no, this one is, it give me the full, I think I'm messing up, I'm jumping, uh, this one, this what I did now. No, this one is what I was looking for. Sorry, guys. So this one, it gives you the information that the user table, it need an ID. So we're looking for the ID. It's very important to send an ID query. And then remember we got a response, this one. we got, but user table has, so I need to call the ID, and it has a username, it has an email, you have a password, you have a full name, we have a bio, and we have a role. So I need query now, I need to query through the ID because it told me that um, the user table argument requirement is the ID, so I need to send the ID from here and then ask what I want to see, so I can see all of them if I want. So I can go there and send a request. So for example, this is user 1. I got all the information. I got user ID 1. I got a password. I got all the information. And now we can change that one to number 2. Um, and that's and now we have a role admin. And you got a flag for today, so your flag is there. So the rule is always start with your query, the first one, then ask what exactly the schema for what for example here we got there is two, we have the analytic, we have a user, and then you need to know the structure of the user table so you can know what's inside the user, and this one give you the response. We have an email and all of that, and also important to know what exactly it used because we need to call it, and then when you know it need just the ID to call, then you just write your find query and get all the data you want. So this is GraphQL. Thank you everybody and have a good day. Next one.